Today is Tuesday, the 30th of September, and as you know, it's Champions League Day. Let me walk you through the results of the fixtures that took place on a big day. Now, Atlanta welcome Club Brugge at home and they won this game by 2-1. In fact, in the game that Club Brugge took the lead, Atlanta in the 74th minute equalized and also took the lead in the 87th minute to make sure they bagged 3 points at home. In the Madrid derby over the weekend, Real Madrid shamefully lost to Atletico de Madrid. After that, they traveled this distance to play Karat and Marti. In fact, it was a game of goal galore. Madrid scored 5-0 against Karat and Marti with Mbappe continued goal scoring form with a hat-trick. Atletico de Madrid, after putting 5 goals past their city rivals over the weekend in the Madrid derby, hosted entrant Frankfurt in the Champions League at home at the Wanda Metropolitano. In fact, they repeated the same feat. By this time, they scored 5-1 against entrant Frankfurt. In fact, Julian Alvarez continued his goal scoring form again. He scored a couple of goals in this game. It's been a patchy road or campaign for Tottenham Hotspurs this season, and then they had to travel to face Bodo Glimt away. In fact, the first half was 0-0, but the second half, Bodo Glimt took the lead with 2 goals. In fact, there were 2 goals up, but after a few changes, Tottenham came back, to equalize, making it 2-2. Let's talk about the Blues with their manager Enzo Maresca, a bit under the radar. They won 1-0 against Benfica. In fact, Jose Mourinho went home back to the Stamford Bridge, but unfortunately, he couldn't get a win or a draw at the Stamford Bridge. He lost. The only goal scored in the game was an own goal, and in fact, you can't talk about Chelsea without red card. They had a red card in the game in the dying minute, and this happens to be Joao Pedro. Yeah. Following Liverpool's defeat over the weekend to Crystal Palace, they traveled to Turkey to play Galatasaray in the Champions League. In a game that is very intense and even the hostile atmosphere in Turkey, Galatasaray won this game by a goal to nil, a penalty converted by Victor Osimhen. He becomes a Nigerian with the most goals in the Champions League, a new record for this striker. Inter Milan hosted Slavia Praha at home in a game that saw 2 goals in the first half scored by Inter Milan. In fact, Martinez and Dumfries found themselves on the score sheet. In the second half, Inter added goal, making it 3-0 at the end of the game to ensure that they get the 3 important points in this Champions League campaign. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, yes, the 36-year-old striker continues goal scoring form. Not only did he score, he also assisted in this game. In fact, Marseille scored 4 goals against Ajax. Mason Greenwood found himself on the score sheet as well. Bayern Munich, have been scoring goals for fun this season. In fact, anywhere we see Bayern Munich, you're going to see goals. And Harry Kane continued to score more goals at his age. He scored 2 goals in this fixture. Yes, to ensure that Bayern Munich get the maximum 3 points they came away for. It was a game that ended 5-1 in favor of Bayern Munich. This is how the Champions League table looks after the games on Tuesday. You have some matches to be played on Wednesday and also Thursday. So for now, this is the standing. Bayern Munich first with 6 points. Real Madrid second with 6 points. Inter Milan third with 6 points. And Tottenham Hotspur fourth with 4 points. For the top scorers, we have Kylian Mbappe, 5 goals, 0 assists. Harry Kane second, 4 goals, 0 assists. So this is the update after Tuesday's game. Remember, this is Football Updates 24 on YouTube and also on TikTok. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, like and share this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.